get some rest, but I need your seed.
Why?
Well, to sleep with it.
And as you fall, Enwin is still on his feet. The rest of you fall and break all of the tables inside of the Cheshire Club. To which Bo goes, "Come on!"
Best day ever!
Group, though. He would work with the group because he likes Cass, and that would just be really, really awkward on the battlefield.
What?
I don't think that's an awkward. Perfect person to protect Cass. I
Wait,
like
what?
it. Let's go.
I'm still
I
here.
don't need protection.
I'm still here. At the...
I know you are, sweetie.
Chris,
It's okay.
shh. The adults are talking. Shh.
Oh,
One
alright.
second, buddy.
I like it. I'm gonna. What did you
Chris
think
likes
of
cats?
I like.
What have you been?
Ibs was a little pretentious.
Abs was
and
my
for
favorite.
me.
I like Bob.
Thanks, Perry.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
Are you gonna leave?
Yeah, the crew needs me.
You go, and I'm gonna stay right here.
Oh my god.
And he nods his head. And he nods his head and walks you over to the door. And sort of opens the door.
Oh man.
There was mouth stuff poison? Oh yeah.
No smell stuff.
That came out wrong, sorry.
Sorry. I could not laugh.
Person has died, Ryan. A little decorum,
Death
please.
due to mouth stuff. Come on. Get over it.
I'll go home
Smack
now.
him across the face. I'm like, wake up.
All right, you smack Ryan across the face. We're set up in these stands or floating above the water. Have never seen a ship cross the finish line, but first. And they all watch as the first thing they see is Monkey C. Written along the side of the ship, crossing and backwards. And you have crossed the finish line. Congratulations, crew. You have won the first high lock race for the briefest of seconds. Let them be. Let them love and hurt and change and tell stories and die fighting and pouring drinks and doing the right thing even though it hurts. Just let them be. We can give them that. What's going on, Indigo Chameleon audience? It's me, your good buddy Scribe, here to remind you of the fun ways that you can interact here on Indigo Chameleon, even when we're not streaming. One, we've got an amazing Discord. Come and hang out with us. We would love to have you there. You can find some inspiration if you need it. There's memes. There's even like fun ways for you to be like the first one to know when we're looking for players for a remote one-shot or a one-shot located here at Indigo Chameleon Studios. So please come and hang out with us on the Discord. We would love to have you. We also have a merch store. Yeah, it's a chance for you, the dear viewer, to help us represent the brand a little bit. There's t-shirts, there's mugs, there's prints, there's shower curtains. So I hear one day you will be mine, shower curtain. So yeah, thank you so much for all your support. And as always, there's always a spot here at the table for you. You are the 7th player at this spot. You can use stream points by clicking that little karma right at the bottom of your screen, right where the chat is, one of those sides. You can do that and earn stream points. Every time you tune in, you help us raid, you spread the word, donate bits. That, well, I don't know about spreading the word, it'd be hard to track that, but all of those other things will help you earn stream points that you can use to help your players when they need it the most. Thank you all so much for all your support. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday, It is Thursday night. It's time for a little Lost Isle here on Indigo Chameleon. Hi, hello, welcome. We, as that really handsome guy said not too long ago, we have a Discord. Come hang out there. We'd love to have you there. Look at all you lovely people in the chat, may say. Thank you, Magnoth, Jupiter. You're just supposed to be here. AQV, you're supposed to be here. Lucy, I'm home. Hi, Alcaboose Bender. Hey, you guys, which makes me immediately go goodies. So, hi, welcome. Not only do we have a Discord, but we also have a merch store. It's pretty great. Yeah, we're all rocking some hats tonight. So come and join and buy stuff in the merch store. It's pretty great. It has the Karma logo. Lakey V, look at your mug that you can drink all your new fantasy coffee out of. It's pretty amazing.
I forgot.
And you
I
have
have it.
you have your mug as well.
I put this gross juice powder stuff in it, and it really tastes bad, but it's healthy for me, so.
What a great story that was.
You're welcome.
What a
I have Rogue coffee in my cup today, so I'm really excited.
That's probably better than what I have.
I want some coffee now. So that is, we have merch store, we have Discord. Oh, upcoming schedule for this week. This has got some interesting stuff coming down the pipeline. Tomorrow night is Friday night. We are taking a little break from Neverland to get our ducks in a row and to help some individuals that are having some scheduling conflicts. But instead, Friday nights for the time being are going to become Friday Fun Shots. TM, me, because it's such a great name. We're going to be doing lots of one-shots. You might see different DMs sitting in the DM chair, or it might just be me with all sorts of fun ideas. I've got a weird idea for tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. It's sort of a different corner of the modern D&D verse, with a whole new mythos for you all to explore, and I think it's going to open up some time for some interesting one-shots, and it takes place in Vegas. And my players don't know this, but I'll announce it to you all first, because some of them are watching, and one of them sitting right next to me. All of the players have to choose deities. It doesn't matter which one which class they're playing to sponsor them. What they don't know is they all have a mission to do, but the deities are going to be sending them individualized missions for the one-shot. So the trick is going to be to achieve their goal while also pulling off the individual goals that they have for themselves. And some of them are counter to each other. So it's gonna be a great time, or it's gonna blow up, and I'm looking forward to both. So tune in tomorrow night for that. And then we don't have anything going on Saturday, but you know who sometimes has cool stuff going on is Icky V. Icky V, you got anything going on?
I do. This weekend, recently, there has been some changes on my channel, so we're not going to have the Circle of Ash on Saturdays. We will still have our Friday night games, like late night Friday night games. But on Saturdays, right now, we are doing one-shots as well. And this Saturday, you can catch our group doing 4 Sherlocks and a Vampire as a one-shot.
If you have not watched this, I'm going to encourage everybody to tune into EQV's stream on Saturday. This is one of my favorite games. It's a one-page RPG, correct? It's everybody's trying to figure out who the vampire is, but the detectives also have idiosyncrasies attached to them.
And a crime to solve.
It's so much fun. So tune in on Saturday. On Sunday, we'll be over here on Discord in the Indigo Lounge. This Sunday, our very own Garrison is going to be leading anyone who would like to tune in, subscriber, that have access to that in a game of Dungeons and Dungeons. Dungeons and Dungeons is an inside joke here that the crew on Fridays play anytime I'm getting ready to start the game, and it's just an improvised Dungeons and Dragons sort of ripoff. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. So tune in on Sunday for that if you have a lot of fun over on the Discord. Monday, we don't have anything going on, but on Tuesday, you can see part 2 of the epic Star Wars one-shot that our very own Mace was the DM for. I nerded out very much and played a Grey Jedi during last Tuesday's game, and I'm excited to continue this nerding out and incorporate Star Wars into D&D. It's a lot of fun. and that's on Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't think we have anything going on, but then on Thursday, we will cycle back to the Lost Isle. Amidst all of those times, somebody here on the channel is also streaming. Wolf Grin, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Well, actually, on day 11 of a 90-day Beat Saber weight loss challenge. And as of this morning, I was down a full 8 pounds, which I'm happy about, and going to keep that rocking and rolling. There is a schedule on my channel that you can check out. I'm afraid tomorrow it's been changed a little bit. We had kind of a situation in the family, so I'm going to be streaming a little bit later than my normal 7:30 a.m., 9:30 in the morning. But the schedule's all updated, good to go on the channel. Come see some real lightsaber action and enjoy some good music and some fun talk, hopefully, and enjoy me Beat Saber as I shed the pounds and become half the man I used to be.
It's true. Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna send a cheeseburger to your house, and then I think that's it for announcements. Unless anybody has anything they want to plug, any projects that they're working on, things of that sort. No.
Not yet.
Once upon a time, on the Lost Isle, Icky V, thank you so much for the subscription. You snuck that in there. That was so smooth, sneaky smooth. You get advantage on stealth rolls tonight. That's how sneaky smooth that was. So yeah, thank you. It is Pride month, and so don't forget that when you gift subscriptions, when you cheer for 300 bits, you unlock special Pride emotes, and I want all of them. So please keep doing it just for purely selfish reasons. And they all support a charity that we are very fond of, the Trevor Project, which is an amazing charity. So please do what you can and Indigo Connect. As we say here on the channel. Heart hands. All right. Once upon a time on the Lost Isle, the crew found themselves in a small western town by the name of Beth's Basin. They traveled through time as they are wont to do. Beth's Basin is this small town in Wyoming, set during the Wild West, and the group was greeted by and introduced to Benny. Benny is Captain America. Big muscles, big guy, but a bigger heart, if you can imagine all that. And he's the runt of the litter, which is the odd thing. So Benny is the town doc. Having been a doctor's apprentice for quite some time, and then the doc shuffled this mortal coil, leaving Benny to help protect the people of Beth's Basin. Beth's Basin has been undergoing a big old drought for a while. The crew coming into town decided to partake in a game. That is the town game, and I say the crew, but mostly it was a few of the individuals in the crew decided to participate in a game that calls you to drink and then take your glass and throw it up in the air and then shoot the glass. However, through some clever playing and some winning of the game, they managed to come away with a fair bit of gold and some coin, having bought drinks for the town and sending one of the individuals, Snake, away from the town. Turk sent his wolf to go after this individual and the individual's crew, and then made some stealth checks earlier in the day on the Discord server, and they weren't great.
Yeah, they suck.
They weren't great. So the crew was sitting down having a drink with Benny when Benny was summoned to his office, the doctor's office, where there was an individual there that had come across some bad times, bad scratches, and things of that sort. The team used their magics to subdue the sheriff and bring that a little bit of that fever down, but unfortunately, one of Benny's very, very close friends, a Native American girl that had been living in the town for quite some time, with the sheriff, Lana pushed Benny up against the wall, and her eyes have changed a deep sort of canine color. We'll say yellow color as she pushes Benny up against the wall, and that is where immediately we are going to pick up. So, heroes, you got a couple of seconds as you've just seen Benny shoved against the wall. Benny, I'm going to have you give me an acrobatics or athletics check just to see if you can do the hero 3-point landing for me, just to help mitigate a little bit of this fall. But give me either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, I have a +7 to athletics, so that's great.
Yeah.
Not that great though. 12.
Okay, so Benny's going to put a hand out as he's kind of shoved against the wall, but Benny, unfortunately, as you put that hand out to sort of brace yourself, it's going to slide against the wood. You're going to get some splinters cutting up your hand a little bit, and you're just going to slide and hit the ground. Lina, it seems to only have eyes for Benny currently at the moment. She is crouched down on the ground, and she's kind of staring at him as he is somewhat compromised. He's laying on the ground, knocked prone, and the rest of you are all in this sort of small enclosed space.
Can I try to hit her with Sapping Sting?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and is this an attack roll? Is this?
Yes, it is but it's a cantrip.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Well, actually, it's a con save rather.
Sorry. Oh, a con save. Okay. Yeah. That's a little bit different. Yeah. You see, you're kind of reaching out. All right. That is a 10 on the con save. I don't think that's gonna do it.
No. Okay. She'll take 1d4 necrotic damage, but fall prone.
Okay. Yeah. You see as William starts tracing arcane sigils in the air, and it hits Lina, and she gets hit hard. Go ahead and roll the d4 of damage as you see a little bit of the strength leached out of her.
Okay. Oh, so at this level it's going to be 2d4, so it's 6 total points.
Yeah. 6
2 3s.
6 total points. Okay. With that, William is going to get the attention of Lina. So as she springs forward and makes an attack, let's go ahead and have every.
No, she's knocked prone.
I understand that. She's going to get up. She's going to get up.
Oh, gotcha.
She was tracking prey. The closest prey was Benny, and then she was attacked. Let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative for me, okay? As combat has been initiated here, and it's just Lina in this space. So let's go 20 to 25.
That's 22 for me.
22 for Cass. 20 to 15. 15 to... Oh, William.
19. I had a 19.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention. I missed it. It was actually a 23 for me.
Okay, Cass, what was yours?
22.
22. Okay, so 23 for Texas. Okay, it's 20 to 15, 15 to 10?
14.
Okay.
13.
All right. Kiara, followed by Turk. 10 to 5?
8.
Benny. I think that's...
Save the best for last.
That's right, because Lina's going last. Okay. Hey, Captain Slaymore, welcome. Lord Zemnis, hey. Hi, everybody in the chat. Loaded Dice Adventures, thank you so much. Okay, so that being said, Texas, you are up first. You got a little one that's kind of crouched on the floor, and she's got eyes for William as she's laying down on the ground. She's got both of her hands up like this, and she's eyeing him pretty hard.
How are her hands? Ooh, that's spooky.
Well, then I am going to step in between the two of them.
Okay.
And I always get these two spells confused. Ooh, that's not going to work. Okay, that's all right. I've already stepped in between the two of them. So I'm going to look at her, and in my most intimidating voice, I'm going to say, I need you to tell us what the hell's going on, or I need you to get out of here right now.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
That is a 25.
25 intimidation. Okay. You doing anything with your bonus action?
Not peeing my pants.
Okay, that is always an option for your bonus action.
Can I take that as well?
No, it's too late for you. Cass, your turn.
I think Cass would want really badly to be close to everything, but away from those scary claws. And
Sure. Let me explain again how small this room is. There is a central table in this room, and I would say it's probably. I'll be kind and say it's like 15 by 15. Okay.
Is there like 2 or 3 feet behind her, or is she up against the wall at this point?
She is up against the wall. You still have the sheriff, who is somewhat unconscious on the table.
Okay.
You could get between me and Texas.
I was just gonna get behind her, but that's not an option.
Yeah. All right.
Slide him up.
Okay. In that case, Kat's gonna try and sweet talk her and try and charm her a little bit.
So one person's going to intimidate, and then the other one's going to be like,
We're doing the good cop, bad cop thing.
If
Got
one
it.
doesn't work, the other's gonna fly.
Good cop, bad cop.
Oh, yeah.
Great. What do you say to her, Cass?
I'm gonna use let's do that first level. Charm person at first level and say, hey, no, it's fine. We'll get you taken care of. Just calm down. Everything's real crazy right now.
Okay.
No, just come on, just woo-saw.
What is
You
the
say cray cray.
what is the charm
It's
person
wisdom.
save?
Wisdom 16.
Do they get advantage on this if you've attacked them?
There is no text that would indicate such.
Okay.
Wait. Does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. Yeah, your companions.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So at advantage, that spell is not gonna hunt. You go to cast charm person, and the anger is just coursing through this little one a little too intensely.
What about the words themselves? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the words are great. They're great. After somebody just hit her with magic and knocked her down and sapped the energy from her, and then told her that they would kill her if she didn't talk, your words really do
It's like a bad relationship.
Yeah.
Look what you made me do.
Hit her with a coat hanger. Maybe that'll work.
William, your turn. God.
I brought my spray bottle, so this is all covered, guys. I'm just gonna squirt the werewolf. We'll be all right.
I'm sure that's fine. That's cats.
Oh, it doesn't work the same way?
No, it does not work for
Dang
dogs
it.
as much.
All right, we're screwed, guys. Sorry, that's all I
You
had.
need a rolled up newspaper.
Oh, that's what I needed.
Rolled up newspaper.
Newspaper.
A shot collar.
Okay, so we've tried to intimidate. We've tried to nicey nice it, and I've already hit it once.
To be fair,
So-
you haven't given her a chance to respond after you intimidated and were nice.
Okay, then I will give her that chance to respond.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it. We're gonna go with momentary stasis. So give me a DC Constitution saving throw.
That's a 4.
Okay, it was a 17. So she is the momentarily stasified.
So she cannot talk either while in this form, right?
No, well, I don't know. It says she's incapacitated. Her movement's 0.
Okay. So you see her incapacitated. I'm going to allow her to be able to speak in this form. And I'm going to get some more dice out because these dice don't like it. All right.
You can use those.
No. Okay. William, you doing anything with your bonus action?
Nope, that's until the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Or the end of my next turn, yes.
All right. That is Kiara, your turn.
Because William already jumped the gun on this, and we've had intimidation, I'm going to attempt to aid in the intimidation attempt.
Okay.
Or effect. So what I'm going to do with my action is I am going to use Druidcraft, and I am going to make so it
This
actually
is
says
my confused
so
face.
excited.
Okay.
So I can make a 5-foot cube of an instantaneous yet harmless sensory effect.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the 5-foot cube that she's standing in smell like skunk.
You're stinking up the place.
I am going to overwhelm Wolf Girl senses with stink. Yes.
Okay. Clever.
Does that smell leave the 5-foot cube?
No, it says it
Yes.
must fit in a 5-foot cube.
Okay. Yeah, this is I'm about this. This is weird. But I'm into it. Okay. That's your action. You doing anything with your bonus action?
I will would I be able to use my bonus action to attempt to aid Benny up? Like, I'll use my movement to get as close as I need to.
Yeah, Benny
but I
just
wanna
needs
try and help Benny up.
I'll say that if you're standing close by, you can pick up Benny.
Yeah.
All right. Turk.
Not knowing where this is headed, he will be drawing both revolvers and stepping up next to Texas and
All right.
hold on there, Missy, and holding his action, but ready to fire if she makes.
So Benny, I'm kind of glad that you got low in the initiative order, because you didn't essentially know if all of them had the same magical abilities that you've seen some of them use. But this can, for anybody that you've seen casting, you would kind of understand now. Turk pulls a gun on her. Kiara cast something you're unaware of what Kiara was able to cast, but she kind of helps you up. You heard Cass being all flowery with her words, and William casting and Texas casting. Cass, are there semantic and verbal components associated with Charm Person?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Let me look real quick. I clicked away. Verbal and somatic, yes.
Yeah, so they see you. Benny sees you casting. You know what I mean? So Benny,
Yeah,
it's your turn.
Cool. Betty's like behind her, right, and she's facing the group essentially because she turned away from him.
Yeah. So Kiara helped you up, and you're sort of seeing this scene unfold in front of you, where Texas and Turk are the ones closest to this thing. They've both interposed themselves in front of William, but Lina's on the ground, being held down by magical energies.
Okay. Betty's gonna immediately put himself in front of her to block from the pistols. He's not about this.
Okay.
And he's gonna just try and talk to her like, "Come on now, this isn't. What's going on? It's gonna be all right. I won't let him do nothing, but I need you to talk to me because, excuse my French, I don't have any idea what the heck is going on here."
Okay. Benny, you're so charming. Give me a persuasion check at advantage, as you just apologize for using the word heck.
That is a 17.
17. Okay. Benny, I'm going to give you a freebie. Give me an insight check here.
That is a 14.
Okay. Benny, as you're pleading to Lina, you know her. You've spent enough time together, and I don't want to speak for Benny, but heck, there might have been some feelings involved, you know what I mean, along the way. But Benny, as you're looking at Lina and you're pleading, you're the one that's kind of like come forward and looking at her. You spent enough time with her. Whatever's looking back at you from behind her eyes, it ain't her.
Okay.
Lina ain't home. And there is as much recognition as her looking at you as there is with her looking at everybody else in this room. Okay? Lina starts looking at the group and then breaks into the biggest smile you've ever seen. It's one of those big, wide smiles. And it hurts her face, it looks like. The cheeks pull up to the sides and the lips go, and it's almost like the skin is starting to crack a little bit with the level that the smile is affecting her face. And a laugh starts to come out of her mouth. And she starts just looking around the room, and she goes, what'd she say? She's held immobile, and she'll go, as far as I figure it, you got until about sundown before I release the hounds of hell on this poor town. Now, that gives you, let's say, about an hour and a half. The question you need to ask is, how many more of these little puppets do I have hidden amongst the sheep? I'll see you real soon.
Can I, since I put myself, now I know Benny's in between her and I now. How close am I to her? I just want to touch her.
You
right before she leaves.
She's not leaving.
close
She's
enough?
held in place. She's not leaving.
Okay.
The voice coming out of her is masculine. It's not Snake.
Okay.
But and Benny, you haven't heard this voice before. But basically, what this voice says is, I'm giving you about till an hour till sundown, which is about an hour and a half, give or take. And here's how we're gonna handle this episode, kids. Dad, after this round of initiative, is starting a timer. Okay? You have an hour and a half of real time. So talk amongst yourselves, make as many decisions as you want to make. If you want to take a long rest, I'll just deduct an hour off of that timer. But once this timer starts, when it ends, they're here. Okay? They're coming for you. Guns a-blazing, claws out, teeth out, they're coming. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's just enough time to build a replica of the city in another place.
You could certainly try. All right. So that's what's going on there. That's her whole turn. Texas.
I'm going to reach out for her and say,
Benny, do you let Texas touch her?
I'm not looking aggressive in any way whatsoever.
I think I would check her body language, and if it doesn't seem like she's gonna hurt her, I would let her. But also, I'm watching and being cautious.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Lana, I don't know what's going on, but we could really use your help. And I'm gonna touch her, and when I touch her, I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Ooh.
Okay.
Or sorry, Greater Restoration, but which will remove a curse if she's cursed.
Sure. There was a little bit of let me look at your spell slot.
Right there. I had because I had not leveled her up to 10.
There
I
you
got
have not.
2.
Okay.
Because I'd forgotten to level her up.
So a couple of things happened with Greater Restoration. The lycanthropy that had been on her the curse has been removed. When that happens, her fist is going to open up, her eyes are going to roll back into her head, and she is going to drop a little figurine. This little figurine looks like it's carved out of wood, and there's a little spot of blood right on the center of this wolf's snout. And as it falls and drops to the ground, her eyes roll back in her head, and Benny, you kind of swoop down and catch her right before she hits the ground.
Cool. I was gonna say no. You catch her.
For a brief minute, you guys are all looking at the cover of one of those trashy romance novels of the girl fainting, and Benny's just there holding, and it's Benny's shirt is a little too tight, and she's just yeah. So, but Benny, you catch her, and you are all officially out of initiative. I'm starting the timer right now.
Does this town have any dynamite?
Not that
Guys,
I know of, but that seems like an excessive response.
Maybe we should hear what she has to say first, Lana. What's going on here?
Lina is unconscious.
She's completely unconscious. Okay, so is she? Can I shake her awake?
you could.
Can I try?
So the 3 foot little. The 3 foot one is
Let
walking.
enter and say, hey.
Benny is holding on to her, so Benny's just gonna stare down at you as you come forward and just slap Lina around a little bit.
I'm not slapping her. I'm shaking her.
Okay.
Like, hey, wake up.
Sure.
I want to cure her if I could just wake her up if she's unconscious.
Sure. You know what?
I'll save cure for if it doesn't work.
The gumption of you coming up to Benny's kneecaps and shaking Lina is all I need as a DM. Lina will awaken, her eyes returning back to a normal color. What happened?
Benny's making sure to hold her and is like, I wouldn't say he pulls away from Texas, but he's still looking at her careful, sort of with his look. He's just like, you all right? You weren't doing your best. Are you feeling all right?
No, I'm just tired is all. I'm just real tired.
You were looking awful canine and aggressive, and we were just trying to find out what's going on here.
She looks at you and she's like, what is canine?
Oh, crud.
Did
Can't lose
anybody pick up that little figure?
I was going to say, if nobody's paying attention to the figure, Turk, in his way of doing things, has holstered his guns, and he's starting to reach down towards the figure.
Okay.
No touch. We do not touch things. I thought we went over this.
We're just going to... It's on the ground.
Cass is gonna roll her eyes at Kiara and kind of try and grab a piece of something with which to pick it up instead of touching it with her hands.
Okay, what are you grabbing?
Since we're in a doctor's office, probably some kind of torn fabric being used as gauze or something.
You pick up a little piece of gauze and you go over to pick up the item itself.
And I'm gonna hold it up and look at it with Turk.
Okay, give me a con save, Cass.
Ouch. Oh no, that's a natural one.
Okay, Cass, there is...
One.
Cass, yep, there is a transference of power from whatever this creature has, almost as if there are 2 charges on this bad boy. One was used, and then the second one. So you just feel a little icky, Cass. I think that's all you feel at the moment. But as far as you know, everything has gone off without a hitch. You are great. You are good to go.
Turk, can you sense Wolf?
I reach out to see if I can contact Wolf.
No, what's the telepathic range on this thing?
It's very short. It's 300 feet, I think.
No, there's no contact with him. You don't feel any sort of connection to him. I mean, but honestly, the only time you would feel a connection is if he was within 300 feet. You could speak to him telepathically, or are you attuned to Wolf? Do you have an attunement slot saved for him?
Yes, he is attuned.
Okay, then you would feel it if that attunement snapped, right? If that was cut?
I would assume so.
Yeah. No, you don't feel anything along those lines.
He's definitely out of range of my thoughts, but he feels okay.
Okay.
What did that ickiness feel like? Like a tummy yucky? Sorry, I should not baby talk. Does it feel like a little bit of indigestion?
It feels like a tummy yucky. It feels like... no, it just... I don't know. Sometimes when you get a fever and you get that weird shift in temperature, room got real hot and then it got real cold and then it got real hot and then it seems to have tapered off.
Would anybody notice any of these changes in her, or she mentioned that she feels different?
I asked because I was going to see if it was severe enough to have some kind of outward physical reaction, and it probably would have been because that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Some kind of like weird small lurch or something.
Okay. This is going to be fun.
Benny's gonna look at Lina and just ask her, what's the last thing you remember?
Well, I was outside and I was, tending to the horses like I want to do, just to make a little bit of extra money. And this feller came in and he offered me some water, and he had a big old smile and a big beard, and I hadn't had water in so long, Benny. And when I took a sip of the water, like, it tasted so good. It was like ice cold. It was so refreshing. And then as I took a sip of the water, like, I just remember, like, how good it tasted. And then I woke up in here.
Now, what did this fellow look like?
He was real tall, like he had a beard. He was wearing like a black leather coat. Big old blue eyes. I think I'm not quite sure.
Kaz is gonna turn around and, like, with the figurine still in her hand, say, "Do you remember seeing anything like this?
Well,
Does this look familiar?"
I mean, ooh. All right, she's gonna take a look at it. No. Oh, wait. No, I don't remember nothing like that.
Okay, just curious. Thanks. Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Are you hurt somewhere? I mean, I might be able to patch you up.
She's kind of her cheeks look a little flushed.
Like I just said something suave, or like she just ran a half mile.
No, like Benny hasn't let go of holding her, but like this
Benny
whole
hasn't put her down
conversation
yet.
is like
Oh, dear.
in Benny's
Oh, dear.
arms.
Benny does not notice this because he's stupid. So
What's wrong? You okay? What's you got a rash on your face? Yeah.
Got a little.
there's only the one bed and the sheriff's on, right? Like there's no other beds in the room.
Yep.
Cool. He's gonna gently place her down on the ground, very, very carefully, like very slowly, because he's like, "Baby, do not get hurt."
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "Do you need something? I'm a little worried. I just want to make sure you're all right. You ain't even never seen that fella before, right?"
No. I think I just need to rest for a little bit. That's all.
So he's gonna place her down, and then kind of just like look at the group because he's got questions for them.
Yeah. While you look at the group, hang on, let me make sure the timing is right on this. That's close enough. Huge crack of thunder from outside.
Turk would have immediately gone to the doorway and poked his head out, see if he could see something.
The entire town is outside, and there is a hooping and a hollering going on. People are throwing their hats, people are shooting their rifles into the air, because for the first time in a long time, dark storm clouds are rolling into Beth's Basin. Off in the distance, you could guess that they're probably about an hour off, maybe a little bit more. But you can see storms rolling in, and people are just people are running inside their homes, and you see a lot of people at the tavern taking out big old water containers, any barrels that they can find, and putting them outside to collect up as much of the rainwater as they can, and you just see people just ecstatic.
Now, remind me, were we given a time frame on when they would be here? Was it just at sundown?
Sundown.
Now, can
It's
I
about
jet
an hour and a half.
this storm coming in at about the same time that
You could, Turk.
guys, we've got ourselves a situation here.
Welcome to the party.
I think that's our tagline at this point.
So we need to come up with a plan, and we need to come up with one real quick.
First of all, what's going on with the sheriff? Have we anybody checked on him lately?
We were a little busy.
He was incapacitated last.
Yeah. He's kind of laying down on the table. You brought down whatever sort of fever and stuff was going through his head, and he's breathing unsteadily, but he's unconscious as well, laying on that table. I want to say for the moment he's stabilized, but there has been no. You checked his back, and that message was carved into the back.
I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
At first level.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you figure anything out with that wolf figurine?
No, but I want to see if he's got one on him too.
You guys are rolling hot tonight.
1d8 plus 5 equals 6.
6. Yeah, he heals for 6. I'll mark that down. Give me an investigation check, Kaz, as you are looking around. You are now searching for an item rather than just sort of like flipping them out and looking.
Yeah, this is pockets and pouches. It's a 14.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you doing this? You just reaching into pockets and stuff like that?
Unless there's some kind of glove nearby.
Great.
Then,
So Cass, you reach in. The good news is it has no effect on you. As you reach into one pocket and you find a similar looking wolf figurine. It's carved out of wood. There's a couple of spots of blood on the snout of this thing. But as you pick it up and hold it, there's a little tiny burst of arcana that has no effect on you.
Okay. Can I also do a comparison to both of the items for like identicalness or similarities or weird symbols or sigils or
I will say for the time being, they look almost eerily identical.
Perfect.
All right, so we have a bunch of werewolves coming to attack the town. There's going to be a storm. What are we doing?
I think we need to get
Well, I didn't
everybody
really
to a
watch
safe
a-
place.
Is there a bank here?
Is there a bank here?
Hey, William. I don't think werewolves are allergic to money. I thought it was silver. But I didn't watch a whole lot of werewolf movies, so you might have to correct me.
Yeah, there's a tiny little one. Does little pickups from Western Union during their trips through. It ain't like a big and proper one. It's more of a little like attachment to the general store. That you
Does it have a vault?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little like it's more of a safe. You could probably fit one human in there if you took out all the shelves and all the valuables inside.
Yeah, we're not fitting the town in there, I don't think.
I'm gonna look over at Lina and say, you seem to have forgotten a lot of stuff over the past few minutes, but were you aware that there was a werewolf problem in this town?
What's a?
Okay, that's not gonna help. We're gonna need.
Where did you see this man?
She'll walk out the front door and she'll kind of point towards the outskirts of town a little bit. There's a couple of buildings that are just kind of being built, and there's still a horse out there. It doesn't seem to be like there's any owner or anything like that, but there's a little horse tied up just near the edge where they're trying to expand the town a little bit.
Hey, Benny, we've got a storm coming on us, and I'm not just talking these rain clouds coming in. What do we need to do something with these townspeople? Do you know any of them that can actually be any good in a fight?
I mean, everybody around here got a pistol, but they're good. Really depends on how much whiskey they got in them. But the best place to be, we don't have like a good proper bank, so I'd say the jailhouse is the most fortified place we got.
Well,
Do we really? Well, wait. Well, there's a problem because we don't know if there's any more of these wolves hidden amongst these people.
Right, and that's what I was gonna ask. Does anybody know? Can we do a test? Can we touch him with silver or give a little poke and see if it like stings extra bad or something?
And in
So-
case
so
you
just
don't
like-
know, Benny, silver's a big word in this. If we're going up against what we're going up against, we think we
Well,
are.
that's my other reason for asking about the bank. We can check and see if they've got any coins, some silver coins there. The silver dollars.
Because their pistols aren't going to do much good. Not
Right.
unless they're shooting
So-
firing silver.
Would any of us know if there's a way to like do a test to see if a person's a werewolf? Like if you poke them with a silver pin, if they bleed extra bad or something.
Got a silver dollar in their hand.
Now here's the deal. Some of you have played in game. Some of you have played D&D. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I couldn't figure out whether this was more nature or arcana. So if you are proficient in either, we're going to do a general arcana or nature check to see about the lore of werewolves, okay? You need to be proficient in one of those two things, or you need to be a bard and have that weird, I'm pretty good at everything, okay?
Wow,
And
I'm
then
feeling really called out right now.
if you are proficient, you need to let me know because you're going to know different things based on which proficiency you are using.
Arcana.
William, give me an arcana check.
Well, that was a 29.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
29 with a nat 20. Here's the deal. It's not the thing. A werewolf can be in the presence of silver. If you play silver against a werewolf's person, it's not going to start like smoking and stuff like that. That's the thing is, werewolves, you need a silvered weapon or magic to be able to hurt them. So it's got to break the skin a little bit. Like it's got to like you. But most town folk, if you cut them and with anything, be it silver or not, they're gonna scream and hoot and holler. Okay. Now, it is a magical curse, so you do think that you could, under the right circumstances, gather people up and do a detect magic, knowing that the closer it gets to a full moon, you might see some residuals there. I'll give you that with a nat 20. Okay?
Nature check.
20 for him and a 19 for
Yeah,
you.
and that's a 21.
21. All right.
You could thank the DDB roller for mine.
Yeah, there you go. What do you? Which one are you using?
It was nature.
Nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I've even got
So,
highlighted.
so werewolves. There's different types of individuals that can change into werewolves, okay? The term werewolf has become this catch-all phrase for anybody that under a full moon changes into a werewolf, okay? But there are different types of werewolves. The one that you're most familiar with is like the werewolves, you get bit by one, you get cut by one, you're cursed. You have lycanthropy, okay? But you're dropping words like, are you a lycanthrope, are you a werewolf, to Lina, it suddenly hits you that these words aren't common. Like, that would be like saying, are you an iPhone? You have to tell me if you're an iPhone. Like, and she has no idea what words you're saying. There are other legends involving people transforming into wolves that are much older than what we know to be as werewolves. There's Loup Garou. There's other such terms, and even going all the way back to Native Americans about people that go out and change into different animals and things of that sort. Werewolves, if it's a group of werewolves, you're in trouble. They regenerate real fast. Okay, magic can hurt them. But if people are shooting regular bullets or using swords or using stuff that ain't magic, skinwalkers, that's right, Indigo Gmail, then it's not going to do as much damage as other individuals. If people get bit, if people get scratched, there's a chance that they'll pick up the curse and they'll turn on the next full moon. Okay?
Okay.
With a high as roll as you did, Cass looked real weird for a second when she picked up the totem. And you know for a fact that magical users can store stuff. Artificers can store spells and objects. It's the Ring of Spell Storing. That's what your musical instrument is and stuff like that. So you may not have to find if a person is a werewolf. You may need to see if they're holding on to something.
Got it.
Okay.
Cass's idea was to try and focus real hard on the shape of these two little things that she's picked up and see if she can tell if there are any others in the area.
Okay.
By using locate object.
Okay. So you're going to start casting.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the range on locate object?
As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you, if it's in motion, alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. So it doesn't put a qualifier on the category, so I guess it's 1,000 feet.
Okay. You're looking for a wooden figurine like these. Okay. You get a ping about 1,000 feet away in the tavern.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just thought about it really hard, and I think I felt there's another one of these. This was what mine had dropped, and this is what the sheriff, that I stole from his pocket. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it, whatever, in the bar. And there's another one.
Do you think
We
it might
wanna
be worth it to try to destroy him?
Or just go see if we can tell if there's a common thread or something?
Well, yeah, that too, but don't you think they might not work anymore if we destroy him?
Quick question.
Oh, you mean the charm? I thought you meant the person. I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
gosh,
I mean, we
Texas.
could do that, but that seems like a little bit of overkill for the moment. I mean, but we can
That's what I
re-examine
thought,
it
but
later.
You're just all gung-ho and yeehaw revved up, so I don't know.
I just need to make sure nobody else is aware that she's had this weird feeling or that
No.
Texas has seen something go on, correct?
Nope. Cass has not said anything.
Because that's what friends do, is they keep themselves quiet in a zombie type situation. I mean, lycanthrope type situation.
Okay, so you touched the figure with your bare skin, right?
No, I picked it up with the little gauzy thing. I think it's just a scrap of someone's shirt. Or
Give me
something.
a
And I kinda-
deception check, Cass.
Wait, was there not gauze in the room?
You picked up the
Or did
first
you
one
mean-
with gauze. You did not pick up the second
Right.
one with gauze.
Oh, that's my mistake. Okay, so I'm not intending to deceive, but I guess.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry about it then.
That's a. s-
No.
Okay.
Don't worry about it then.
Yeah,
But then the second one, I just grabbed out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. But
Touchy,
I kind of,
touchy.
I don't know. I kind of felt sick touching it, but I think it's because there was blood on it. I don't know. It felt gross.
Okay, but that could be a bad thing, right?
I mean,
This is why we do not touch things.
I didn't touch
I
things.
didn't touch anything. Just
I
saying,
touched
just put that out
it
there.
with the fabric.
Then
Are we
not.
gonna go to the
Does anybody have a way to detect if there's a magical effect on a person?
I think I
Uh,
should have done that first, huh?
Well, yes, I can use detect magic. We can get everybody together, and depending on the closeness to the rising moon, we might be able to detect who is and who is not affected.
Okay, how many times can you do that? Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and Cass, is this like a radar detector you got going on?
I just thought about it real hard, and then it felt like it was. I guess it might have been magic or something.
If you were to weave your way through the town folk, could you pinpoint who actually has one of these things on them?
Yeah, but by the end of the night, I probably wouldn't be able to heal any of y'all. Sorry, I keep picking up Texas's accent. You got to stop talking like that, or I'm gonna start talking like you.
You flatter me. Okay, so in the interest of time, what I was thinking is it might be good to do if you can do this more than once, William, it might be good to do a little bit of experimentation because we know that 3 of the people in this room have touched these objects. And we know that one of them was getting all wonky and one of them got the curse removed and then she seemed fine but had no memory. And we know that Cass felt funny for just a minute. So we could always try just breaking the figurine and seeing if that makes whatever's going on with her, if there's something going on with her, go away. But
Oh,
we
wait.
figure it out on a small scale now and then we apply that to whatever's going on in the town.
Well, if any of y'all have like a silver knife or something, you could just cut me. I can heal myself right back up.
Right, but it's still going to hurt either way, right? How are you going to know if it hurts extra
Texas-
bad? Or
That's
we
a fair
just,
point,
or
but-
I guess we could just cut you with a regular knife, and if it doesn't hurt you, then you're probably a werewolf.
This is like the witch trials. Like, well, we drowned her.
You're the
like-
one who brought it up. I wasn't talking about cutting anybody.
Wow. Okay, so let's go with like
I
let's
need more
just,
coffee.
let's just narrow this down to 2 things.
Cass
All
will
right.
pull out her dagger and just see if it will pierce her skin. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna
As
like,
Cass
up.
as Cass presses her dagger against herself, Lina's gonna look over at you, Benny, and be like, Are these friends of yours, Benny?
All right,
Call
so
them
we
acquaintances.
Okay.
with the limited time that we have and the numerous lives that are risked at this point, I think it is probably best that we get as many people together as possible, because this is going to identify all of the risks in one shot.
I agree. We
and
just don't know how
it's
to fix
better
it.
right? So I've got an idea. Okay, so if we have to go ahead, say something. Whatever you want to say.
Cass, can you put the figurines on the floor, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
As William is talking, Kiara is going to cast Ghost Flame and try to destroy things in the figurines.
How have I never heard of the spell Ghost Flame? Is this a new spell?
I believe it is. I'm trying to remember what.
It's a
what
Magic the
book it's
Gathering card, so I'm gonna guess that.
It's a necromancy cantrip.
Okay.
You create a cold, ghostly blue flame that rests in the palm of your hand. You can use it as a ray of fire to damage your enemies. You make a ranged spell attack. You can light or snuff out a small fire, such as a torch or campfire. You can shape the flame into a small figurine made of cold fire, and the figurine can float in the air and be animated for up to 1 minute.
This is a homebrewed spell.
Is it?
This is not a regular spell. However, so I'm gonna have you look through there, but I'm going to treat this as like you just casting like a fireball, a control flame or something like that. Okay. You're doing this in the small room that you're in. That's made of wood, correct?
Yeah, I already said the thing. Yeah.
Okay. So William's talking, and Kiara gathers up, or the cast gathers up the little figurines, and there's a little bout of flame, and a little bit of fire starts in the corner of the room. Lana's gonna look over at you, Benny, one more time, and be like, "You got some odd acquaintances, Benny."
So there's like a flame in the room. Benny's already like being like, whoa.
Okay, so Benny's gonna walk over towards it.
If anything
And I'm
catches,
gonna
I can
like hold up my finger for a minute, and I'll use. You said there was like a tub of like really dirty, gross potential water over there that people were using. I'm going to try to shape water some of it to put out the fire.
I can also put it out with prestidigitation.
Okay.
Candle, torch, or small campfire.
How long you letting it burn?
30 seconds, maybe like a minute.
Okay.
Tops.
It catches.
Nothing crazy.
Fire catches. When it does, you see the wolf figurines tend to go up a little bit faster than you anticipated. But after 30 seconds of time, between Texas and Kiara's Shape of Water, you are able to put out now. There's just a black scorch mark in the corner of the room. Nothing else catches. But yeah, the wolf figurines, they burned up real quick.
Good to know.
I'm sorry. At the end of my monologue, a shark jumps up out of the water and eats me.
I can make that arranged if you would like.
I could actually turn you into a shark.
William, what are you doing? Because you had something going on there as Kiara was setting the fire.
So I'm just trying to get us on a path. We've got two things. We've got villagers that need to be saved or protected from this onslaught, and we need to know who is already affected. So the only way we're going to do that is get out there and get everybody together and then try something.
Benny's gonna go over to
Or we can
Lina.
stay here and talk for a lot longer.
Benny's gonna go over to Lina, and pull her aside and be like, "Listen, I'm gonna go out there with them, and then we're gonna try and figure out what's going on. But I need you to stay in here where it's safe, and just keep your eye on the sheriff. You come running to me if anything seems like it's going sideways, but I need you to stay in here, all right?"
You got it, Benny.
I'm wondering if we should just take him with us and go wherever we're going, and that way everybody's all together. What's a place? What is a building in this town that can accommodate everybody in the town?
The bar. The bar is the biggest building in town. The jailhouse. The jailhouse has cells, so you'd be able to put a few individuals in here, and it's fortified. However, the only building big enough for the entirety of the town to go to, the one that's been built for it, is the bar. Because upstairs there are rooms for people to stay. Downstairs it's a big old space, and it's majority of the people in the town, when they're not in the shop, they're not working, or they're not home, are in the bar. Yeah.
All right, bar or
So we're
jail?
gonna-
The roof
or
is
we're
fine,
gonna-
right? Remind me.
The roof?
Yeah, did it end up getting messed up in the spell, or did that not happen?
Yeah,
No, we changed that.
They
Okay,
changed that.
cool,
So
cool.
yeah, you could conceivably put a good portion of people on top of some of the roofs of the buildings and stuff like that. They're not sloped or nothing like that.
I will relay that information about the saloon being like the biggest building in town.
Yep.
What do you say, William? You think we should
Alright,
go to
so
the bar?
we may
jail?
end up using both, but I think to get everybody into the bar would probably be the best thing to do. How about this? I'll go ahead and go to the bar. You guys go out there and try to get everybody together. I'm gonna take 10 minutes to set this up. And when they come in, hopefully I'll be able to see if there's anything on them. That way we don't alert anybody in an odd way that they might start just attack, because now we know what they are. Like, oh, hey, it's that guy. You, him, them, those two. So we can do it casually with a little bit of ease, I hope.
Certainly wouldn't want that kind of chaos, would we?
Right,
Ben-
so
should I go to the bar with you since I
Since
I
you
saw
what?
or felt that little figurine over there?
I figured I was going to take Turk with me.
Well,
But,
can I ask before we go, Kiara, why'd you start the fire?
Because I didn't want to touch it with my skin, like I've told you people to not touch things.
I just putting it out there. I didn't touch anything, but was there a reason to burn them up at this point, or were you hoping for some result from that, or
Yeah, maybe
Well,
cancel the effects.
were you hoping
We
that the
were just
effect-
talking about perhaps if we destroyed them, it might cancel an effect. So I was taking an action to do that.
Have we checked on the sheriff since doing this?
He's right beside us.
I know. I'm obviously not very good about telling whether or not somebody's effects, be they magical or whatever, have been canceled. Has anybody bothered to check on the sheriff since the burning of the totem is kind of my question at the moment.
Seeing as how it's only been 30 seconds, no.
Okay, so right now we don't have any way of telling any difference. So until I get to the bar, do the thing, and then everybody gets there, will I be able to have some chance at telling a difference?
Okay.
Out of character,
Shall I,
we don't
shall I
know
carry?
the cast.
Shall I carry the sheriff then?
Yeah,
If,
I think everybody should be together.
Okay, so the plan is William's going to head into the bar, and you guys are going to start through means unbeknownst to yourselves yet. You're going to rally the town and tell everybody to get to the bar.
Right, but I don't think they're going to trust us to go to the bar. I think they're going to trust Benny. But what
That's
I was,
why Benny's got to go with you guys.
I know.
We can
but,
just tell them that you're shooting again.
Well, that's not
Could
good
say-
too. Maybe Benny
Could say
sends
you're
into the
using
bar,
that
but I'll try to
$20.
get into the bar my way.
Free drink.
Could go around saying you're spending that $20 on rounds for everyone in town. I think everybody show up for that.
And I've been challenged to a rematch.
Free drinks on Texas.
I'm trying to figure out if polymorph can change somebody into another human.
Nope.
Nope, just a creature.
I mean,
Just a beast.
well,
Because it says creature, you can see within range into a new form.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can't find an answer to it.
No,
yet.
I would allow that. I think it's a clever use of it. You're trying to transform a human into a human.
So because I can disguise self, but the problem is I can only have 1 foot of difference to my height.
Okay.
And I'm significantly shorter than Benny.
Okay.
So I can't turn into Benny and try to help wrangle people.
No. Mini Benny.
Oh, but I wish you would.
Mini Benny. Mini Benny.
As tempting as it is, it's not going to work. But I could transform somebody else into another Benny to help gather people towards town. And I can just be myself and do the rematch thing. But like, I'm thinking the quicker we spread out and get lots of people like heading towards the bar. Like one person trying to go through the whole town is going to take a lot longer than a whole bunch of us going through the town.
Kiara will. Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Kiara will just sigh and just kind of like wave her hand over her face, and she will turn into Benny with disguise self, which is a Firbolg trait.
Oh.
Can I just say that everybody's out in the streets right now celebrating this rain? If someone were to go out and say offer drinks to the town in celebration for the rain coming down, we might be able to get a good portion of them there in the saloon without too much effort on our part.
Well, we do this threefold. You do the rain thing, I do the shooting thing, and then the 2 Bennies get the stragglers.
But the key to that is give me 10 minutes.
All right,
I'll
go
run
now.
out there.
Hurry.
Yes,
Hurry,
I'm
go
gone.
now.
William's gone. He's like, oh, this is a great plan. Oh, God. And goes running out of the town. As he does, William, you see a bunch of people. They're all sort of gathered out. You see a lot of people running off to the edges of town, looking for any sort of containers that they can. It looks like a mad dash. As barrels are brought out.
Yay, rain, woo!
Yeah, people are, they're hooting and hollering with you, pal. As you go running off into the bar, Benny, you see yourself across the way. There ain't a lot of mirrors here, but you look good. Like you're standing across from yourself. Lina's cheeks flush a little bit, because now that there's 2 of you. But yeah, you guys are in the space, and you hear enough hooting and hollering from William, and as he goes running out to the bar and goes over and starts. Now, William, where are you going in the bar?
The quietest possible corner.
You start casting your magic.
Be seen.
You start casting your magic ritual in this bar. In the quietest.
who's in there? If I have to go to the 2nd floor to get up there, or
there's
a room or
there's
something.
that young bartender. He goes, "Hey,
how's it going, partner? I'm gonna. You know what? I need some quiet prayer time. I need some. It's a lot of excitement going on, and it looks like there's rain, so I need a little bit of prayer space. But I need it to be like,
say no more,
I
Father."
need to-
No, I got you. It's like we got a back room. There's a whole bunch of like dried fruit and food and meats and stuff in there. Is that okay?
Oh, that's perfectly fine. The space is not important. Just the solitude is.
You mind blessing the food when you're back there?
I will, right on top of it. I will take care. Yes.
Okay.
Lay hands, and I will exorcise the demons.
That's that's a weird thing to say, but all right. And he will lead you back in the back. He's like, didn't know pickles had demons, but I trust you. And he kind of looks at the pickle barrel real intently as he closes the door and gives you a little bit of space. And you start tracing your chalk sigils and starting to go about the business of cast and detect magic.
Yes.
Okay, done and done. What's the rest of you doing?
Betty's kind of like dealing with himself in a very like John Mulaney, like this might as well happen, seeing the other Betty, and he just kind of like gets to his feet as the like, all right, what do y'all need me to do?
Well,
exactly.
I think one of you, Benny, should get a head start so that you're not seen at the same time. We don't want like multiple exposures of the same person. It could look really suspicious. So maybe you guys can make a plan as far as where you can be in the town so you don't run into your own self.
Right, yeah, 2 Bennies would be very confusing for most folks, I'm sure. So I can head towards the general store. Quick question also, where's my farm? Like, is my family in the town, or are they more like a little bit out of town?
Oh, they're out. They're out. They are safe from all of this, but if you wanted to, you could be like, I'm gonna go to the general store, and then Benny leaves, and that's a season like as he goes to protect the farm. Like,
I mean, is it
Benny's
easier
number
saying?
one priority is his mama and his grandma, to be clear. His brother's like, yeah, but he's like, I will kill anyone for my mama. So that's why I was just making sure to see where his priorities were at.
Is it easier to just say eastern and western half of the town? Like split it down the middle and cover it? I don't know. I don't even know what direction the road goes through this town.
Like, so the center, it's like general store, jail, center of town, and apothecary, right?
as Texas goes, should we split this up into eastern and western? Like, you stick your head out, and you can see the whole town if you stick your head outside this door.
Oh, okay,
like,
so
this is like you
Okay.
can like,
right.
It is a one horse, and that horse is a skinny horse town.
All right, you
Like-
you guys want to split up the buildings then, and just like take care of this, and I'll just run out and hoop and holler about shooting stuff, and Turk can offer free drinks. We got this, right?
Sounds excellent.
I will look at other Benny. Why don't you go out there? Well, I'll go out there and I'll tell everyone that which is really odd hearing Kiara's voice coming out of Benny's body, and I'm sure it's perfect. But
What spell did you
I'll
cast on
go out-
yourself?
Disguise self.
Cool. No, I don't think it does anything about your voice. Got it. All right.
Oh.
No,
Cool.
it doesn't. So I am going to have to attempt to speak like Benny, which is great. I'm going to I'll go out there and I will say that the Padre who, and I'm trying to like learn the lingo as I go. The Padre who won the money is going to spend some of it on free drinks for everyone and try and round up people and move them to the bar.
Great.
And then you come along behind us and grab any stragglers.
Sounds like a good plan. You ain't gonna be sounding like that, is you? 'Cause, I'm not a person that cares about appearances, but I think people might find something a little bit sideways if I'm speaking all posh and whatnot.
Posh. That there Padre who won the $20 is gonna be buying free drinks for everybody. Is that better?
I think if you're running real quick past him, it'll do.
All right, Tex heard the whole plan. Turk's heard the whole plan.
Yep.
He's stepping out the door. He's going to fire a couple shots in the air and start shouting and hooting and hollering, "Free drinks at the saloon! Let's celebrate!"
Please let this in 10 minutes.
No.
It's not like I didn't make that clear.
You
at
had
all.
5. You have 5 more minutes left. So Turk goes.
Time to get people there.
Free drinks at the saloon. Yeah, you know what, Turk? I'm not even going to make you roll for that. I think you just start hooting and hollering and yelling in the air, you know, free drinks. And then people go like, oh, okay. And like, you see some of them kind of like stop what they're doing and head over towards the bar and patting you on the shoulder and stuff like that. What is it, your birthday or something?
No, here comes the rain. It's going to rain, folks. We're getting wet.
It's raining, so you're buying everybody whiskey?
When was the last time it rained?
Fair enough. You don't need a reason. Let's do it. And they go inside. Yeah, they're just, you see him. There's a couple other people that have not stopped what they're doing. Yeah.
Is there a way up to a roof, like where I can see, or even a little stand or something I can see? I'm tiny. I'm so short, but I want people to be able to hear me. So I want to get up high, like whether it's standing on something tall or whether it's a roof.
Give me an
that I can climb up
athletics
to.
check as you try to like
Because I want to
scale
shout real loud.
the side of a building.
Yes, that'll work. I'll do that.
Athletics.
You could.
Can I do it fancy and make it acrobatics instead?
No.
I was gonna say I'm 7 foot tall. You could sit on my shoulders.
Oh, that would have been a good idea too.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, you just Kiara's like you want to boost or something, and Texas is like I got it, and she's just kind of like packing up like barrels. It's the scene from Home Alone where the guy's trying to climb, so he does this like unsturdy like thing. You see Texas climb up, and the thing falls, and she's standing on top of the general store. No, she's standing on top of the apothecary.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout at the top of my lungs once I get up there. I'm gonna go, hear ye! I'm gonna be doing some shooting in the bar in like 5 minutes. You should go in. I got challenged to a rematch.
Do you magically augment your voice?
Oh, I don't know if prestidigitation can let me do that. Let me find out.
Give me a performance check.
Okay. No, I can't. But
Give me a performance
okay,
check. You're busking.
25.
Some of the people that were walking into the bar look up and see her, and they stop walking into the bar.
Free drinks and a show, guys. Let's go.
Do I still have the gun?
They start. Okay. Intelligence check.
Well, I didn't say I shoot the gun. I'm just asking if I have it. That is not a good intelligence
You
check.
started yelling, "I'm gonna shoot! I'm shooting again at the bar!" And hang on. The last time you were there, there was an explosion in the bar. Your gun misfired, and people almost died.
That is a cool story.
Believe me, everybody's gonna tell this story for a long time. But when you go like, "Hey, you know that time you guys almost died? Who wants to do it again?" And I'm just saying.
All right, I pay no attention to any of that, and I run into the bar.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Yeah.
So is it just me, Cass?
Texas
Benny
is outside. Turk is drinking.
Lina
William's out.
Sheriff.
Yeah. Benny 2, Benny 1, Cass, Lina, and the sheriff.
Okay. Well, I would take some time, since I can't quite ask right at the moment, to look around the room and see if I can find anything that looks kind of vaguely silver.
Perception
and maybe
check.
take the chance to cut myself and see if I bleed.
Okay.
14 perception.
You find nothing silver in this room.
Okie dokie.
Anything silver in this doctor's office would have been hawked to pay for more supplies for the doctor's office.
Okay. And does my small dagger pierce my skin?
Hey there, buddy. So, I see you're looking for something. What is it you're looking for?
First of all, I'm gonna look for a mirror, but
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if this is gonna cut my skin.
So, just so I'm aware, you're worried you might be a werewolf, so you're gonna cut yourself to prove it?
Well, someone seemed to think that was a good idea. It sounded silly at the time.
No,
but
that's a dumb
try it.
idea. Don't hurt
No.
yourself trying to figure out if you're a werewolf.
Hey, Chesh.
Yeah?
Can I call you Chesh?
Sure.
Am I a werewolf? A warwolf? A werewolf? Am I a werewolf?
A werewolf.
I love this.
What do I get for it?
A hug? A snuggle? I don't know where you stand on all that. But...
Can I get a firm commitment?
So do you remember when the nice lady who said that you were haunting her bathroom, but those might have been my words, said that she had something I might also like to try? Well, I think I'd like to give you a chance and then give that a chance, and then can I get back to you?
Absolutely not. Good luck with everything. Connection cut.
Define connection cut.
No, your magic is still there, but whatever
Okay.
voice was in your head is not speaking to you anymore.
Okay, thank God. You hung up before I said I love you.
Go ahead and give me a D100, Cass.
Oh God. Oh no. Why do I test fate?
Fun.
87.
87. Great. Great. While I look up what that is. Okay. Great. Yeah. Benny, you suddenly levitate off the ground a little bit as you have the ability to fly, buddy.
Which
Cool.
Benny 1.
Okay.
Okay, Benny. Can I control it, or is it just like happening to me?
Yeah, man, you can fly. Think happy thoughts.
Okay, cool. He's gonna rest himself right back on the ground because he's like, I don't have time with all the weird things going on to deal with this as well.
Okay, yeah, you just come back down to the ground. Texas and Turk, you see more and more people with as the piano player kicks off. William, detect magic, up and running. You are good to go. People are coming into the bar. It's not the whole town. There's still a couple of worry warts that are out and about that are setting up water and stuff like that. They're worried about just various stuff. They want to get water set up. But for the most part, yeah, you got a good portion of the town that's inside.
I'm gonna walk up to the barkeep. Hey, just keep it flowing, friend. Just keep it flowing, and slap my $20 down on the bar.
That's great. Can I interest you in some pickles?
Yeah, not at the moment, but appreciate the offer.
I'm trying to get rid of them now.
Oh yeah, what's wrong with the pickles?
Nothing. You have a good night.
I'll step out of the pantry. Is that where?
Yeah.
Okay. This house is clear.
This ain't a house. This is a saloon.
This saloon is clear.
No, it's you.
These
You can't see
gherkins-
through the walls.
No, it's clean. Okay, so these gherkins are good.
I've never been called that before, but I trust you, Father.
It's another name for pickle. Pickle's good.
Oh.
Blessed pickles. Pickles are clear.
Oh.
They're good. They are demonic free. They are blessed pickles.
The pickles ain't discounted no more. They're worth 2 times as much. They've been blessed by the Holy Father.
I'll defend this bartender with my life.
This little kid takes a chalkboard and he goes to write down some numbers because it had like a little and then he looks and he's trying to figure out what to write, and then he just writes pickles more, and then he puts the chalkboard down. Thank you, Father.
Oh, my pleasure, son.
What's everybody else doing?
I want a pickle.
I would pick up the sheriff.
Okay.
Are we trying to stay together, Kiara?
Well, we see how well our plans go.
Oh, I'm sorry. For the people that were in the bar, did I see any colors or anything in the?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, Benny has a greater sword in his inventory, and my thought process is he doesn't keep it on his person, but if there was a place that it would make sense to keep it, it would be in his office, since the farm is out of town.
Yeah, you go over and you reach under like a sack of like clothing, and you take the greater sword that your grandma gave to you. Said it was passed down from family member to family member, but you take this little greater sword out. As you take this greater sword out, your bracelet is going to start to glow something fierce, Benny. It's the first time you had this bad boy and picked it up since you got this new little like charm. And as you take and pick up this greater sword, this little charm is going to flow off of your bracelet and hit this greater sword. It's going to like flow over it. Think in terms of like a liquid, as it turns into a little liquid and sort of like forms over it, okay? Now, 1, 2. Who's holding the sheriff? Kiara's holding Benny 2.
I was gonna pick him up. Yeah.
Yeah. It glows a little bit when you get close to Kiara.
Okay.
Like a faint blue.
Cool. So I'm holding the sword. Okay. And Line is just still standing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say we we all head out, but I'm just make sure she follows me while we're taking the sheriff over to the saloon as well.
Okay. Sheriff's being brought over to the saloon.
I'm imagining like a weekend at Bernie's deal where we're just like, nah, he's just drank too much. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
There would be 2 Bennies doing this.
Oh,
Weekend at Benny's.
Weekend at Benny's.
You just play Scrabble and drink soda, club soda. That's it.
So, did you want me and Cass to carry the sheriff over, and then
Yeah,
you
that's
grab all
probably for the
stragglers?
best. Yeah, that's probably for the best, and I'll be with Lion and also catch like anybody left in town.
Your connection to Wolf Garin is cut.
Okay.
You have an attunable slot.
Okay. Yeah, I carry the sheriff into the bar.
Okay.
With Cass's help.
Yeah. Benny comes in, and you see a whole bunch of people kind of look over at Benny carrying the sheriff. What happened to him?
He drank some bad water and his stomach hurt.
Fair enough. And everybody keeps drinking. Okay.
All right, I'm going to head over towards William. I want to find out, as he's scanning people,
William.
what's going on.
You catch a couple of people. One, there's a woman. She looks to be somewhat middle-aged. She's got big old, like, tufted, like, frizzy hair. But she is walking around and she's giving people drinks. You realize that she must work for the saloon in some sort of fashion. She is glowing. It is a sickly green color that this girl is glowing. That you can associate. She's got magic coming off of her. There is a glow. It's not that strong. It's like a light.
Okay.
It's like a light magic. Okay.
Okay.
It's transmutation. Okay.
Okay.
There is another individual in the bar. This one is a much older gentleman that's asleep in the corner. He's had one too many. He's also glowing that sickly green color. Okay? These are the only 2 in the bar. However, there is a light brighter than the sun of that green color shining from outside. Buddy, it is a beacon. It is a lighthouse. It is a burst of sunlight. That is glowing that green color.
Okay, can I poke my head out and see what's there?
Yep, it is real bright. You can see it with the detect magic. It is coming from Beth's basin, the lake bed.
Oh, so it's coming from the lake bed, not the storm that's coming.
It's not coming from the storm. It's coming from the lake bed.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Do you share any of this?
Who else is here? Everybody's
Well,
here?
I went over to you to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
who
so
else
you
is
would have seen me looking around, and then you see me go outside and look. So did you follow me outside,
yeah, I follow
or do
you.
I have to come back in? All
I
right.
follow you. What do you see?
Okay, so there is a huge green transmutation aura coming from off over at the basin. 2 of the individuals inside kind of have that same light green glow. It's the old lady and the guy in the corner passed out.
Listen, I got one use of a dispel magic. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference or not, but it's certainly worth a try. If that's the source, you want me to give it a try?
Hold on. We need a little bit more data. Just the 2 in the lake is a little anecdotal. So let's get some more samples and see if there's any other colors that appear. If it's not transmutation or if it's something else, we know that those 2 and that the lake is the place. But if it's not what we're looking for, we'll know that there's a difference.
Okay, I just know that
I
we're
don't wanna
down to
jump
a
the
time
gun.
crunch, so we'll stay on top of it. And let me know.
Yeah, so we know those 2. We've got some data there, but let's get more because it's too early to tell.
Benny, you're rounding up the people in the other parts of the town, right?
Yeah, did Kiara drop the disguise self once she got into the bar?
So once I got into the bar, I would probably get the sheriff somewhere that we could keep an eye on him and ask for like the restroom so I could not turn back into myself in front of people.
We don't.
What color is Kiara?
I look like Benny.
No, she's got like
No, for the magic.
she's got the random magic items going around her. You can see illusory magic where the disguise self is set up, but nothing unusual.
How about the sheriff?
Sheriff's not glowing.
Okay. No magic on him at all.
Nope.
Okay.
We ain't
Who else
got
came in?
we ain't got a restroom, but I mean you can go outside.
Outhouses.
I'd walk outside and like around so that people didn't see me, and then drop it, and then come back.
Y'all, I think Benny's drunk. He forgot we didn't have restrooms.
Party started early, remember?
Yeah, that's fair. Where's Cass?
I have a question about the feeling from the detect magic from earlier, and for the the locate object from earlier, and if I would still have a sense of where it
You
came
find
from, or
the
if that's gone by
closest
now.
one. Okay, so you find the
Yeah.
closest one. You're still picking it up from the bar. Are you going into the bar?
Well, yeah, because I was helping Kiara carry. the
Closest
shit
one
inside.
is a gentleman that's passed out not too far away from you.
Okay.
That's the one that your locate object is pinging to.
Alright,
Okay.
I see Cass coming to the bar.
Yeah. Cass ain't glowing.
No colors at all.
No, she's got the regular colors of the magical items. You detect the magic on the magical items, but I mean, she's not glowing anything else.
Well, no. So what I'm trying to determine is like, for what they have, the colors that might appear different from the green. So now I've got a basis, like
Sure.
transportation's green.
You're catching blues and reds and the basic colors of the magical items, but you've cast the spell before, and nothing about cast has changed. How about that?
Gotcha.
The colors that you normally see on casts are there.
Gotcha.
Hey, that guy over there, you remember when we were still back where the sheriff was asleep, anyway, I tried looking or listening for that little figure, and I found it, and it was over here, but it's that guy
Yeah.
sleeping over there.
Yeah. And the old lady, and I'll do like,
So
We are so subtle.
Guys, I've lost Wolf. They're on their way.
What?
I'm heading up to the roof.
Texas is outside.
Yeah, I've been following.
You've been
William
following.
around,
So
though.
everybody's
Yeah.
inside except for
Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying that you're not seeing anything on Cass or on the sheriff, right?
No.
So that tells us that destroying the little objects probably did something pretty good, right?
It's worth a shot.
So we gotta get the objects, we gotta destroy them. So we gotta figure out a way to get the little statue thing off of the people that you've already recognized, and then keep getting statues.
She says it's with that guy in the corner, the sleeping guy.
All right. Well,
Turk, you're heading to the roof.
Heading to the roof. And looking for a good vantage point where I can see as much of the town as possible and the inroads and everything.
Done.
I also have my goggles of night vision on. And so.
Done. I'll have you start making some perception checks here soon. You still got a bit of time.
I'm gonna.
I think Benny will show up now with all the people that he could find in tow.
Yeah, you get a majority of people. There's no other individuals in the town that are glowing this sickly green color. The only two individuals is this woman going around. Whatever massive light is coming out of Beth's basin, and this individual, the two individuals in the bar. However, you see everybody's attention is focused on this guy asleep in the corner.
Everybody's like ours.
Yours,
Okay,
not everybody in the
yeah.
tavern.
I'm always happy to go invisible and see if I can pickpocket all these people. William can just point out people, and I'll see if I can pickpocket them. I'm not too bad at it.
It's just the one dude in the corner and the old lady.
Right, I know, but if other people come in,
If at this point I've
just brought
rejoined
everybody
but what if we get rid of whatever's in the basin?
Well, I suggest that too. I could try to dispel that magic. I mean, somebody else could too if they have a more powerful spell. Mine is I can only cast it once, and it's through my
I have
instrument.
a few uses. But
Okay.
if we are able to destroy whatever's in the basin, if it's a larger light, as William's describing it, perhaps getting rid of the main source will stop the power that these people have over the townsfolk.
Do you want to try it
I can go up.
twofold? A few people
How
go
far
out to
away
the
is the
river, and
basin?
a few people try to destroy the figurines.
How long would it take us to get to the basin and back?
1 minute walk.
Oh, okay.
Let's do the basin first.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So you don't want to get rid of the one right now, like the immediate issue with the crush the thing in the corner.
Look, if this is what's affecting these people, and he
But
has
if
more
okay, so
people
here's my
somewhere-
here's my concern. If they wolf out while we're gone, and we just brought all the town folk here.
Let me
I
try.
was planning on staying.
Why don't you guys head over there? I'll try. I can even stay here with William. We can try, and then we can pop on over the second it's done. It's not going to take me very long. I'm going to be invisible.
Well,
You
I
said
can
it was
see it, so
transmutation, right?
yeah, so I can see it. I'll just go.
Okay.
What if
I assume Benny has joined everybody by now, and
Yeah.
he's gonna say.
Texas and Benny are staying. You guys are sitting at a table. Turk's on the roof. William heads out the door to head towards the basin. Who's walking with William?
I'm going with William?
Kiara's going with William. Cass, where are you going?
Staying in the tavern or in the saloon.
Benny, Cass, and Texas are staying in the saloon.
Okay.
William and Kiara are walking towards the basin.
Running
Towards the basin as fast as you can. Turk's on the roof, okay? As William and Kiara take off at a mad sprint, Cass, Benny, and Texas, you're sitting at a table. People are distracted because people are the most drunk you've ever seen them in their lives. Like, people are excited because the rain is coming. Rain's about 20 minutes away, okay? From what you can guess, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I asked about this before. Is there a place in the bar where I could go invisible without anybody seeing me?
You could certainly try. You could find a darkened
Like,
corner.
is there a little dark corner? Or I can always do the oops, I dropped something under the table and pop under the table and go invisible.
You could do that too. Give me a stealth
Like-
check just to make sure you don't whiff it.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You are of the god kind. You are disappeared. You are Batman. You are.
Okay. I'm invisible. I'm going to go to the unconscious guy first because I'm hoping that I might get some sort of an advantage on sleight of hand.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick his pocket with something in my hand. I'm not touching the object.
Okay. Got it.
So sleight of hand check?
Yep.
Just straight sleight of hand?
Yep.
Okay. That is a 14 plus 6. That is a dirty 20.
Give me a con save.
Oof.
Using your handkerchief.
22.
22. Okay. You are digging around. You were digging around, and sure enough, you managed to stumble across a little wooden figurine in his pocket, and you pull it out.
Okay.
You feel a little surge of magical energy, but you manage to fight it down.
Okay.
Okay.
I am gonna run it back to the table.
Okay.
I
There
wanna
is
drop
a
it off the-
floating.
Oh, crap.
No, it's
No,
not because
I thought
everything
it
you
was
hold,
anything I hold,
everything you
yeah.
hold.
Okay.
So you guys are back at the table. Benny, you're sitting at the table. Cash, you're sitting at the table. Then all of a sudden, she's gonna pull her hand back.
Okay. So I'm going. This is dumb, but I'm tiny, so I can do this. I'm going the same route I did to become invisible. I'm going under the table and coming up so that I can slide the figure in beside them without it hopefully getting noticed much.
Okay.
And I whisper, y'all can work on destroying it. I'm gonna go try to get the other one. And then I wait to make sure they don't want to say anything, and I'm gonna slip back.
Little handkerchief on the table, and Cass and Benny, you share an odd look of like, how do we do that? As you stare at this little item. Texas, you're heading off that way. Turk, give me a perception check. We're gonna do this fast and loose. I'm gonna try to get you guys through this.
Team plus. Yeah, that's going to be somewhere off the charts. Let me.
Off in the distance, you see the rustling of horses, okay? The horses are moving pretty fast. They're a little ways away, but you can see the horses moving, and there's a gaggle of them, okay? You see about 6 horses off in the distance.
They're all coming from the same direction?
They're all coming from the same direction.
Okay, I'm going to take off my boot.
Okay.
And put it up. we got incoming guys. I got 6 horses coming from, and I described the direction, let them know, and they're coming in fast. I expect them here in the next.
You expect them here in the next 10 minutes.
You're going to be here in 10, guys.
Okay? As he says that, William and Kiara, you make it over to the basin. That basin is glowing. However, as you look down into the basin, you do not see anything in the basin. It is just dirt, desert floor. It is, but the glow is coming from the bottom of the basin.
So it's like more of like a residue on the
Nope.
dirt, or
It's coming out of the dirt.
Okay.
Get to digging, friends.
Well, I can only think of that. Whatever that guy. Remember the story? He dug something out and took it with him. Maybe it's residual.
If it's residual, why would it?
It could have been super powerful. I don't know, but I don't see anything. It's just the area. I mean, if you want to try clearing that out, maybe. I don't know.
Thank you for volunteering me for that task.
Listen, hello, plesiosaur. Dig away.
Oh, now you want me to turn into a dinosaur? I see how
Well,
it is.
I didn't say you had to
Don't
turn into a dinosaur the first
in the
time.
middle of a city.
Listen,
but
if
in the
you
middle
could
of a
turn
empty
into a
basin.
transformer, that'd be great. Whatever you want to do.
A transformer is not a natural. You know what?
I know. That's what made it funny. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You need to work on your sense
While
of
this conversation is happening, Texas, we're going to cut to you. This is a moving target, and you are moving through a bar filled with patrons that do not see you. So first off, I need a stealth check at disadvantage. Actually, no, you get it at advantage because I need a straight stealth. You are rolling
I'm rolling
hot.
so good with this dice tonight.
Okay.
24.
Sleight of hand, this one is at disadvantage because your target is moving, and you are having to time this because you are pickpocketing somebody that is moving in the space.
Okay. Oh gosh, on that one, but the disadvantage one was an 11 plus 6, so a 17.
17. Yeah, she feels it. She gets a little startled and pushed back a little bit, and she kind of like looks forward. But as you do, you reach one little hand into that apron and pull out another figurine. And as you do, you pull your hand back. She kind of takes a swat at you, but it flies just over your head as she's trying to figure out what exactly was that odd feeling that she just had. She kind of pats herself a little bit, but you managed to get that. Texas grabs the item. Benny, your grandma walks into the tavern.
Oh no.
Your grandma, is a very strong woman, and has always kind of had one foot on the ether. She's one of the strongest women you've ever met in your entire life. She never comes into town, but she comes walking into the saloon, kicks the door open, and is kind of looking around the place and spots you and starts heading over to your table.
Oh boy, he's gonna spring up immediately because this is like one of the last people he needs to be in here right now when he's trying to defend everyone. So he's just gonna run right over and be like, "Nana, what are you doing here in the saloon? It's real late."
There's a storm coming.
Oh yeah, I see that. I already got buckets out and everything to catch the rain if it comes by. It's all right. You can go on home.
That's fine, but you can't let him drink it.
I can't let him drink it.
The buckets are fine.
What does that mean?
Kiara and William. Let's cut back to you. Okay.
All right. Kiara is going to mutter angrily under her breath, and she's going to turn into a giant badger.
Okay. Giant badger, walking forward into the space, and you're just, I imagine you're digging up a storm, right?
Yeah, I'm going to. I believe telepathy still works in that form, but if not, I would have asked him where to dig before I started digging.
Cool. You start digging, and you are digging through this area. And sure enough, pretty soon as you're taking this dirt off, you hear William like yelling in the background, like the lights getting brighter, until all of a sudden you hit it. It's a big old rock. You hit something solid, Kiara. Okay. I'm gonna say you hit it with the tip of your claw. Okay.
Okay.
You gonna dig around it? You gonna dig it up?
I would like to dig around it, yeah.
Okay.
To see what it is.
You dig it up. It is a huge rock. It is blood red in color. Okay. As you are digging around, this rock looks like it is this just huge rock, but you got this weird sense of deja vu, like it looks like something familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. You've seen a rock of this particular make and model before, but you just can't place it. It is a blood red rock in the middle of this basin.
What you got?
You see it, William. The big old badger's like dug up this giant blood red rock in the middle of Beth's basin. At the center of the basin, it is leaking light like crazy. That you can see because you have detect magic. It is that same sickly green color.
Do we destroy it or not?
If a badger could look annoyed.
Lightning
This
crash.
badger.
Off in the distance as the storm is a few minutes away.
Make a decision.
We gotta destroy it.
Okay.
Nope.
How would you like?
Kiara, are you able to speak? Wild shape?
I know I can't, but like badger shrug.
Badger shrug. Okay.
Okay. Then I will try.
Does she
with
not have her telepathy still?
I do, but I don't know if it works in wild shape.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not
I'll
defined.
toss a little ray of frost at it.
Okay. What is the attack on Ray of Frost? Is it a saving throw?
No, it's a 2-hit.
Okay. Roll an attack.
28.
Does 28 hit your AC?
Me?
No, William.
28 does not hit. Oh yeah, that would hit me.
Yeah, it would. So as you shoot that ray of frost, it's going to hit that rock. It's going to stumble around a little bit, almost as like it's being absorbed. It's going to fire right back at you. So 28 to hit, William. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good thing I picked something lightweight. I take 8 points of damage.
Yep, 8 points of frost damage.
So does Turk see what's going on over there in the basin at all? Is he
No, Turk, you're looking out to the horizon. The basin is down, dude. Like they jumped over a little ledge, and you've got the whole town that you can see. You can see off in the distance, but you can't see down. Like,
all right, so I'm gonna yell back at her. Okay, that didn't work. Let's take it back to the old tavern.
this thing is. Let me explain. This is about the size of a Buick. So you
okay?
Oh,
rock bend it, you badger. Go, let's bring it.
History check, William. History check, Kiara.
so not good at these.
27.
27. William, you've seen this rock before, but it was a different color, and it was at the center of town.
14.
Okay.
It's Excalibur's rock.
Oh, that town.
Okay, let's cut back to the bar. Turk, you're looking off in the distance, right? It's getting real dark as that storm's getting close. Give me another perception check.
Ooh, 19.
Those aren't horses.
They're not horses. Are they wolves?
Yep.
Badger moles.
I get back on my boot phone. Guys, they're coming in hot on wolves, and they're coming in fast. They're going to be here soon. I'm actually going to start picking them off here, if that's okay with everybody.
You're using the phone the wrong way.
Hey, it's my phone.
Okay, let's cut back to the bar.
Now we can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
As
Yeah,
is
so
it?
you didn't hear anything that I said, right?
It was Mumble.
Great.
As-
Okay, well, they're still on their way in, and the wolves. They're riding wolves. I'm going to start picking them off unless anybody objects.
No. Pick them off. Get them.
Starts
Let
to
loose.
drizzle. It starts to drizzle a little bit. It starts to rain. Okay.
Here comes the rain again.
Texas, Cass, Benny. Benny is over there talking with an older woman who kind of looks similar to Benny. She's just smaller. You know what I mean? But Benny could pick her up and rock her like a baby. But Cass and Texas, what are you doing?
I say we get everybody to stay here. We take these things outside, we destroy them, and then we see what we can do about stopping whatever's headed our way.
Con save.
13.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, little bit of magic, a little brush of magic, and you're just a little feisty. You're feeling a little feisty, Tex. You don't know what it is. You're just feeling a little rough around the edges. You didn't get enough sleep. Something's up.
I want to gather up the 2 figurines if they haven't destroyed them yet with a.
No, they're on the table in front of Cass, and Benny's kind
I
of
want to take them outside.
wrapped up in conversation. You heading out the front door, or you heading out the back?
Well, I need to wait to hear what they say first. and
Okay.
then-
Cass, what do you say to that?
That's perfectly fine, and I may actually go outside with you. Question for DM. To Turk, how much time were we told until they got here? Was it 10 minutes last check, or was it 5?
5 minutes last check.
It's like 2 minutes now.
Well, no, because our stuff takes place concurrently. Benny, will you be okay here? Well, actually, Benny's not sitting with us, so never mind. Yeah,
Benny's
Texas,
standing
let's run
right
outside.
at the table. He's just talking to an old. Yeah.
I am
Benny,
not
I was
gonna
hoping you
interrupt
could
his
get. Go ahead.
conversation with his nana.
Benny, I was hoping you could get everybody to stay inside, and then you can come out and join us or stay here either way. But can you get everybody to stay inside while we go out and see if we can deal with this? I'm not sure if the whole town's ready for werewolves and magic and everything else.
Your friend put $20 over there, so I'm pretty sure they're a little busy for the next 2 years. So I think we'll be okay here. I'm dealing with something. He just goes inside like so scrum his ears. Like, I'm dealing with something. I'll make sure everybody stays inside. You all do whatever you need to do, and good luck to you. I'll head out there if I can, but I gotta hold down the fort.
Okay, so Texas and Cass, you're heading
I
outside.
head outside with
Okay.
the figures
With the
wrapped up.
figurines.
If I can put them into my tunic or something so they're not seen,
Okay.
that'd be better.
Well, didn't you set them down in a handkerchief?
They were one of them was down on the table. I brought the other one back in the handkerchief, so I scooped up the second one so they're together in the same handkerchief.
Perfect.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
That I failed.
Okay.
That's a 3.
This is something you feel.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So
She's gonna be literally an ankle biter.
as let me paint the picture for you as what you see. Okay. It starts raining a little bit harder now. Kiara's still in giant badger form. Turk has 6 shooters out that don't have the range I think he thinks they do, but
I'm actually got my bow out right now.
he's got the bow out. Okay.
Yeah.
William and Kiara, as it starts to rain, the rock has been dug up, or at least it's exposed to the air, and you see, for the first time in a long, long time, Best Basin is starting to get water. Benny, the people in the town haven't noticed yet that it's raining outside, which is good. You know what I mean? Because you're the only person left behind as your grandma kind of looks over at you and then looks out the door and does this. She takes some salt, okay, out of like a little like pouch that she's got. You know, she was like cooking or something. She draws a circle on the table with the salt, then takes a cup of water and pours it in. Okay? And the salt does a little bit to hold this little bit of water that's being held on the table, okay? And then she cuts the line of salt with her pinky, and that water goes spilling out everywhere, okay? And it just kind of overfloods the basin a little bit. And she goes, Benny, you gotta hold the town.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do, but do you know about this?
She grabs your hand, Benny, and she leads you to the front door, and she like squares your shoulders, and she like gets you to look down, and she says, "You've been picked on by your brothers. You never found your place. This is your place. Benny, you are my family. You are my blood. And you hold the line. You hear me?"
He gets like a little choked up and he just nods and he's like, I hear you.
Hold
Are you
the line. And she is going to walk past you out the door. Crack of thunder. The rain picks up. Somebody from inside notices and yells, "Grab your cups, grab your buckets, grab everything you can. We heading to Beth's Basin and we gonna take the biggest drink we ever had in our lives." As 30 individuals stand up from the bar and turn to see Benny standing at the door between them and heading out to Beth's Basin to take a drink. As more and more water starts filling up the basin, Kiara and William, you see it's touching the rock as the basin goes in. So whatever these people are going to drink, if they go to the basin to do so, they'll touch water that's picking up a little bit of this sickly green glow from it, okay? As Turk takes aim at the wolves, Cass and Texas, you guys head outside, okay? What happens next?
How many of these buckets and containers are out and about? And
So Cass isn't looking at you, Texas. Cass is scoping out the area and looking at buckets and things like that. As you're going to take the figurines and put them down on the...
I'm going to take one of the figurines, toss it on the ground, and try stomping it with my foot first. See if I can just destroy it that way.
Okay. It does not get destroyed.
Okay.
Cass, give me a perception check.
20 dirty.
There's a bunch of them. Bunch of barrels, bunch of buckets. Everything that looks like it could contain water is there.
From a pick them up and move them somewhere else perspective, is it a feasible thing to do?
Absolutely. You could try. You're not going to be able to get all of them, unless you have a spell that you want to use.
I don't. However, I'm going to try, as Texas takes her opportunities to destroy this item, I'm going to try and gather as many buckets as I can, or these containers, and move them to somewhere that's covered, dump them out in the process, take this water out of it, and put them somewhere where they're not filling up.
You're not filling up the buckets with water.
Correct.
Okay. Cass leaves you alone for a little bit of time, and goes and starts filling up buckets. Okay.
You good, Texas? I'm gonna pick up some buckets.
Yeah, I'm trying to destroy this thing, and then we'll face whatever's coming. Don't go too far. We don't know how many are headed our
only
way.
80 feet wide.
Okay.
And if what you're doing doesn't work, I can try and just get rid of it.
Okay.
The magic, that is.
I'm gonna try casting Shatter at 3rd level on it. I'm gonna back off so I'm outside that 10-foot radius.
Shatter would do it. That wooden figurine explodes.
Okay.
A gentleman is gonna walk up behind you. You're gonna feel a hand on your shoulder. Okay. As you go to turn around, it's gonna hold you in place.
Okay.
So I need a strength saving throw. Turk, as you're scanning the horizon, a very tall gentleman is going to come up behind Texas. He looks like he's wearing Western clothing, but he puts a hand on Texas's shoulder, and Texas turns around to spot him.
17.
Okay.
I saw it's 19, right? Yeah.
I'm going to need the other one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. I'm going to need the other one.
Is this the snake guy?
Nope.
Before? This is a different guy?
I'm going to need it, Texas. You still have work to do.
It's.
Oh, I know who this is. Oh, I know who this is, right? Listen. I'm gonna dispel magic on it. I just thought it would be a cool little souvenir.
Okay. He's gonna turn you around, and he's gonna lift your hat, and he's gonna kiss you on top of the forehead, casting dispel magic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever hold it was holding on you is gone, and he's gonna hold out a hand.
All right, you probably shouldn't touch this with your skin. I'd be happy to here. I wrap it up in the handkerchief, and then it still can affect you. I don't want you. Okay, I hand it to him.
This I can sell for a very good price.
Well, I imagine you can. If anybody can, it would be you.
It's you.
And he will take it, he will put it in his pocket, and he will turn around and he will pull your hat down, and then as he turns around and turns a 360, he disappears. So, Turk, they're getting close. Benny, you're standing at the door. The idols are destroyed. There's nobody cursed at the moment. And William and Kiara, as you stare down at the stone and the basin begins to fill up with water, you look back at the bar. Yes, William.
I'm just gonna shout out to do it and do it now.
Disgruntled badger sounds. And I have not done enough research on badgers to know what they sound like, so I'm sorry. I can't give you a visual.
Oh,
or
just
an
try.
audible.
Just try.
So, I will shift back, and I will take
This is great.
Excalibur off my back.
Flash of lightning, Excalibur comes out of your back, and it off of your back, and this amazing scene of Benny standing at the ready as people are getting up to try to flood the door to get out. William and Kiara there, Cass scurrying around, Texas kind of looking off in the distance where the mysterious stranger walked off, Turk with an arrow notched waiting for the perfect moment. Kiara, you take the sword out from your side.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt to stab the stone with it.
And as you bring the sword up over your head, there's another flash of lightning, which seems to light up the sword with a holy bright light. And as you bring the sword down to stab into the stone, it's then that the lightning lights up a particular chunk of the stone where there's a spot where you could indeed place a sword. As you bring the sword down towards the spot, and it comes down towards the sword, all of these scenes coalesce into one moment where Kiara, as you bring the sword down and bring it towards the hole, it's too large. It doesn't fit. The wolves attack the town in force. The sword is too large. And as you look back up at William, and William looks down at you, that is where we are ending tonight's episode. Thank you so much for playing tonight, Benny. There are some I couldn't turn down having your Tia make an appearance, at least like one moment, and of course, grandmas are magical beings.
This is true.
So she has a bit of an insight into what is going on. So. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Mega Beef, go to bed. You need to get some sleep. You're from overseas, but thank you everybody who hung out tonight. All of our new followers, thank you so much. We love you so much. We're gonna go raid another channel. Total Party Chill. We're gonna go raid them. It's 3 a.m. Get some sleep. Indigo Connect. We'll see you soon. And hey, thanks for getting lost.